everyone. If you have ever struggled to combine the data from multiple tables in SQL, this video is for you. Today we are breaking down the mystery behind SQL joins. Whether you are prepping for interviews, working on a project, or just curious, understanding join is a game changer for anyone working with the databases. So stay tuned as we are diving into the essentials of inner, outer, left, right, full and even cross and self joins with easy to follow examples. Welcome to my tutorials. I am Anubha from ShulinAnubha Academy, a corporate trainer working with leading companies like Oracle, HCL, Wipro, UST Global and many more. Today I am here to help you master SQL joins. By the end of this video, you will have a solid grasp of different types of joins and how to use them in your queries. So let's get started. First of all guys, what are joins? Joins are the queries where you are combining the rows of two or more tables, views, snapshot based on some common keys. We are usually using the primary key and the foreign key relationship. Guys, we have seen in our previous sessions that normalization was required to decompose the complex table into the simpler tables. But ultimately, we want to bind that data or relate that data without having the redundancy or without repeating that data in the multiple tables. So for that, joins are required. We are having the various types of joins like equijoin, non-equijoin, self-join. Outer join is also having the subtypes like left outer join, right, full outer join and the cross join. We will be seeing each and every join with the help of examples in details. So let's start with equijoin. So guys, equijoin is a join where you are combining the tables on the basis of the common column that is existing in both the tables. That column should have the same name as well as the same data type. So here we are describing the relationship with the help of an equal sign. We are also calling it as your simple join, natural join or your inner join. But natural join and inner join is having a bit of the difference. That also I will be explaining you with the help of an example. So let's get started. So guys, I have already created the two tables for you, that is your employees table and departments table, and I have inserted certain data into it. Okay, so I'll show you those tables, okay, so that like we will be using these two tables only to understand our joins. This is my employees table where you can see the employee ID, the name of the employee, department ID and the manager ID, and this is my department table, okay, where you can see the department ID and the department name. So guys, now we are using your inner joins or you can say the equijoins to retrieve the values of your employees as well as the department by using a same column, that is the department ID. So let's say I want to retrieve all the details. I can write the query by both the methods by using the where clause as well as the join on clause. I will be showing you both the methods here. Okay, so I will use the table employees. Okay, I am retrieving the entire details and here I am making the alias name of that employees table. You can use the table name directly or you can use an alias name to actually refer to this department ID column, because the server won't be able to understand, since department ID is a common name, okay, so it won't be able to understand whether the department ID is belonging to the employees table or is it belonging to the departments table. So because of that, we can either use the complete table name, that means employees.department ID and departments.department ID, or we can use an alias name which is a shorthand notation to refer to those columns. Okay, and so E, I have created the alias name for the employees table, and D, I have created an alias name for the departments table. Okay, now where E dot department ID is equal to D dot department ID. Okay, so now I am getting the rows here where I will be getting the matched department IDs. Guys, you can see here Charlie is here, who is having the department ID as null. Okay, but so because of that I am not getting the Charlie's record here as a result, but the remaining ones I am getting as a result. Okay, so the same query I can run with the help of your join on clause. Okay, so I'll write it down. Okay, here I can refer the name of your joins. So inner join I am using. Okay, instead of where, we will be using the on clause, where e dot department ID is equal to your department's department ID. Okay, here also I will be getting the same result, but you can see one thing here, that department ID you can see it twice, one for the employees table and one for your departments table. So this is the major difference with your between your inner join and the natural join. In your natural join, first of all, you don't need to write the where clause. Okay, the common column is being determined automatically. Okay, secondly, you will be getting the common column just once instead of showing it twice in the result. So this is the basic difference between a natural join and inner join, and is normally being asked in the interviews as well. So I will show you the query for the natural join as well. Let me clear the screen. Okay, here what I'll do, the same query from employees table. Here I don't need to create the LIS. Why? Because I'm not using the common column here explicitly. Okay, natural join departments table. Okay, so here I am not using your where clause or your on clause. It will automatically find the common column and it will be matching the records and showing you the result here. And you can see department ID is appearing just for once instead of showing it twice. So now guys, let's move on to the non-equijoin. Till now in your equijoin, we have seen that we were able to match the records on the basis of your equal operator, or we were using the equality. But let's say I want to match it on the basis of certain relationship. Let's say you're less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to, or between. I want to get certain ranges in between. Okay, so there we can use your non-equijoin. So I'll show you the example of your non-equijoin as well. Let's say I'm using this command only, where I want to get the details of your employees table and your departments table. Okay, and here what I want to do, where first of all I want to apply the inner join as it is, what we have already seen. If you are not doing that, it is absolutely okay, but then it will be giving you the result as a cross join or the Cartesian product that we will be seeing later on. Okay, so where I am matching it with the help of your department ID only. Okay, and one more one more condition I am putting it here, where your department ID, sorry, your employee ID, okay, is between 1 and 4. Okay, so you can see all of my records. First of all, they must be having the match department IDs, and secondly, the range of those employee IDs are between 1 and 4. So this is how we can use your non-equijoin. So guys, till now we have seen your equijoins. We have seen the difference between the inner joins and the natural joins and your non-equijoins. Okay, so let's move ahead now. we are having the outer join. Okay, the next type is outer join. We have seen till now the inner join was giving us the match records. Okay, let's say I want to get certain unmatched records as well. So for that thing we have to use the outer join. For example, I want to get the employees who are there in the organization but yet not has got any department, or I want to get the department name, okay, which is there in the organization but no employee has yet enrolled into that department. Okay, so I want those details as well, unmatched records as well. So for that case we can use your outer joins. Okay, so we are having the subtypes of the outer joins. Your left join is if the result has unmatched left rows, then we are calling it as your left outer join. If the result has unmatched right rows, then we are calling it as your right outer join. If the result has both the unmatched left as well as the right join, rows, okay, right table rows, then we are calling it as your full outer join. So guys, we can use your join on clause where we can write the name of your joins, or we can use the outer join operator, that is your plus operator also. So let me show you here. Okay, so let's say I want to get all the employees of my organization even if they are being enrolled into a department or not. We have seen Charlie's record was there where the department ID was null, but I want to get that employee as well and the department name associated with the remaining employees also. Okay, so what I'll do, I will be selecting okay, so this department name and employee name I am getting from employees table. Okay, left join I am using with your departments table. Okay, on when your employees department ID is equal to your department's department ID. Okay, so you can see the Charlie's record is also there. Okay, so this is the way of using your join on clause. Okay, let's say I want to work with your plus operator. So how you can do it? First of all, you have to change this left join. Okay, I will be writing the name of the tables, and from instead of on I will be writing the where clause. Okay, so you can write the left outer join in this way as well. Okay, so guys, if you want to perform the left outer join, you have to put the plus sign on the right hand side of the tables, and if you want to perform the right join, then you have to put the plus sign on the left hand side of the matching columns. Okay, so now you are getting the similar result. Okay, in case of your right outer join, now let's say I want to get the departments, all the departments of my organization. Okay, if some employees are enrolled in it, or if like some of the employees are not enrolled in it, then also I want the all of the departments of my organization. So in that case, what I'll do, I will be performing the right join. So here the same details I am using. You can use right join on the basis of this. Okay, and you will be seeing that all the department names are there even if any employee is enrolled into that department or is a part of that department or not. Now if you are using it with your plus operator, then what you have to do, instead of using it on the right hand side, you will be using it with your left hand side table. Okay, so now you can see you are getting the similar result. Okay, Now guys, we have seen your left outer join and your right outer join. Let's say now I have to perform a full outer join. That means I want to get all the records of my table, all the departments, all the employees, whether any employee is existing in a particular department or not, or whether any department is being associated with any employee or not. I want all the details. So in that case, I will be performing the full outer join. Okay, so in this case, what you will be doing, instead of this, you will be writing full outer join. Okay, so you are getting all the departments and you are getting all the employees here. Okay, so now guys, if you want to perform your outer join also, your full outer join also with the help of your plus operator, so in that case you have to perform the union. First of all, you will be doing the left outer join, union the right outer join. That would be giving you the full outer join result. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here what I'll do, I will be writing select the same query we will be using. That means I'm getting the employee's name and the department's name here. Okay, from your employees table and the department's table. Okay, where we have to put employees department ID is equal to your department's department ID, and I am using the left outer join here. Okay, now I have to perform the union. Okay, and now I will be doing the right outer join. The same query I am going to write D dot department name. Okay, from employees E departments. Okay, where E dot department ID again. Now I'll do the right outer join is equal to D dot department ID. Okay, so now this also is giving you the full outer join result. So guys, we have seen Equijoin, non-Equijoin, and we have seen your outer joins. Okay, the next type of the join is known as your self join. Okay, in this case, when a row of one table is to be associated or is to be connected, okay, with another row of the same table, then we have to use the self join. Okay, so guys, in your self join, basically what we are doing, we are making the table alias. That means the same table will be having the two aliases now, one for referring the first column or the other one for referring the second column. So again, I will show you the employees table again for the reference. Okay, here you can see I am having an employee ID and I am having a manager ID. Okay, you can see it here that your employee Alice is having a manager Charlie, and Charlie is also a manager of Bob. David is having a manager and his manager is Alice. Eve's manager is Bob. Okay, so what we have to do, we will be listing all the employees along with their respective managers. Okay, so I will be using the left outer join. Why? Because I want to get all the employees even if they are having the managers or not. Okay, like Charlie is not having any manager. Okay, so let me show you the query for this. Again, this is important from the interview point of view. Okay, let's say I am making employee.name. Okay, now as I am using again an alias name just to show you the output, okay, just to show you the more clearer output, so I am giving a different name to the column. Again, that is not going to be stored into the table. This is just a view or a temporary thing. Okay, so I am giving the name it as an employee. Okay, so I am getting the name of an employee which is working as an employee. Again, I am using the same column. okay, where I am using the name as your name of the manager, as I am not having the separate column for the manager names. Okay, so I'll use the employee name because the employees are also working as the managers. Okay, so from employees table, okay, I'm making it as your alias E1, left join with your employees E2. Okay, so what I have done, I have just made the two aliases of the same table. Okay, one for working as a manager and one for working as your employees, and working on this, and I am working on the same column here, that is your employees name. Okay, on. Now what is the condition? Your manager ID should be equal to the employee ID. Okay, I'm sorry, your EMP ID. So you have got the name of the employees along with their managers here. Okay, Charlie is not having a manager, but still I am getting its record because I am using the left join. Okay, so now the next type of a join is a cross join, which is the simplest type of a join. What it is doing, it is giving us the Cartesian product. That means every row of your first table will be joined with every other row of the second table. Okay, so that Cartesian product will be created here. So I'll give you one example. Again, we will be using select. Okay, from employees table and your departments table. Okay, I have to give the alias name here. Rather than this, what we can do, we can write cross join here directly. Cross join departments. Okay, even if you will not give any alias name here, it will work properly. So you can see the multiple records are there. With LS you are having the department name, HR, okay, and the remaining details are also there. So it is having the product, okay, it is having the Cartesian product from first row, from each row of one table to each and every column, or you can say the rows in your other table. Okay, so guys, this wraps up our deep dive into the SQL joins. We have covered inner joins, self joins, right joins, left joins, full outer joins, and cross joins as well, with the practical examples. Remember, understanding joins is key to effectively managing and querying the databases. If you have any questions or need further clarifications, leave a comment below and I'll be happy to help. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you will never miss the update or any notifications. Thank you for watching and happy querying. Thank you.